Haku and also Faye on that Zhang phase is able to sustain the laning phase that's being generated. Pressure super duper high that's being set on by Lady Sun and also the Mozi that's being paired up by the Vesakha dual lane.
Agreed, agreed. I mean, going into this one, it's all about that pace, though. I mean, the problem with like a Marco Polo, the GL, is sometimes you don't really have a great early game, so you're playing from behind. But with this tempo that's being provided by Haku on that pay, you're looking to kind of ensure that you have a good early game.
It makes sense, whereby you want to be playing everything in that early game between two things, Haku and also Faye here. But that's for them to find out, that's for them to execute it in towards this game. Will Vesakha bring it into a Game 5 equal, or will Nongshim RedForce end this one and bring it into a 3-1 finish, sending them to the upper brackets? Casters, take it away.
Thank you so much, Saki. As we get into this one, of course, a match point for Nongshim RedForce. Yeah. They have an opportunity to close out Vesakha. It has not been easy in this series, though.
It hasn't been easy either. I mean, Val here getting a bit of trouble for the 2v1. Yeah, but it's the top side of that Guan Yu trying to force him away, but at the same time, he may fall and gets taken down.
Yeah, Faye. Yeah, but Ball on this one, this is a weird one because he was on the blue side and he was actually on the wrong end. He was on like the more, dare I say, the red one, because he was trying to push them back, but it's only bringing them back to where he wants to retreat to. Not a great spot for Ball, giving up first blood.
Yeah, Satnav became a little bit dysfunctional there onto the side of Vesakha Esports as Bal there. He took the wrong turn. He was going down the M1. He had to turn all the way back and then got tucked down there by Faye on the Zhang Fei. But this is going to be a great setup here for the side of Nongshim RedForce, right? Like, this early game is definitely going in their favor into the top side of the map.
It was going to be in favor regardless, but now with that first blood, definitely going to help them on out. Not what you want to see if you're a Vesakha fan, because, again, it's all about just ensuring that you survive that early game. Don't give up early towers and just, you know, just wave clear more than anything else.
Yeah, wave clear more than anything else here for the side of Vesakha Esports right now, because the team fight potential here, obviously damage, not going to quite come through just yet on the side of Nongshim. Siri here, we're going to be looking at obviously going for the likes of the Spark Forge Dagger and the Doomsday before the Marco Polo here on Siri starts to really pack a punch.
Will be definitely packing a punch, and that's going to be a problem here. I think if we're looking at this one, though, Siri, though, can obviously close out games, right? Especially on this Marco Polo, he's going to be able to do that. But Haku right now, it's about getting that farm, getting going, right? And ensuring that you have that space. Nev looking to invade, probably a great idea by him.
Very great idea by the side of Nev, obviously just trying to push away Illusion here, joining his buddies down to the bottom side of the map. John Young, sorry, is just kind of being checked out here.
And Haku, just most of the farm is going to be given to him. Illusion is still there. Nice little play, Universal Law into Nev, but he just throwing that off.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good thing, obviously, about the side of Vesakha Esports, right? Obviously, Gem Myth, he's got a great wave clear. Obviously, that's taking liberties is a great skill just to kind of chunk away the lifelines of your minions.
Yeah, it will definitely help, and they're going to need a lot of that wave clear. I mean, Nev, if he's able to just kind of be tanky enough to kind of attract a lot of the attention, the initiations, if you will, they're going to have a much better time, because again, everything kind of revolves around him. Then you're looking at, like, you know, perfect stuns, because they have stuns for days on Vesakha.
Yeah, it's like Sagi was saying, right? Obviously, they have the perfect execution with the likes of, obviously, the Razor Cavalry, the board, as well as the Dream Roam, but that's three big key components that you may not have in every team fight, right? Like, Nongshim RedForce are more than likely going to have that detail and know that they can't take a team fight on that front.
Yeah, I think Nongshim, if they do a good job of understanding when skills are on cooldown and kind of avoid certain timings, they're going to have a much better time. So it's going to be very key, because all cooldowns that are available to Vesakha, and nobody really wants to fight into that death ball.
Oh, absolutely not, no. Especially with Nev onto the monkey, right? Obviously, if they manage to get series to sort of like level up a little bit faster here, obviously he is blundering here on the gold lead against Raven. So he needs to be
nice Razor Cavalry. They find Haku. The heroic charge is on point as well. They're doing the damage, and with that board, this is that moment. Was Ball able to find it, and he does some serious work, and now Kyung9 is getting a little bit low. Oh, but nice little punishment onto him, but he goes in for that. Nev with the Dream Roam gets that pick off.
Very beautiful pick off there. I mean, it is a sign of the times here for the side of Vesakha Esports, playing very well into that mid lane. But at the same time, Raven has not been checked just yet. He's just kind of having the time of his life.
still a bit early, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's only 4 minutes in. They're going to pick up the Tyrant, but this is looking great for Vesakha, right? That's the perfect start that you're looking for. Vesakha even looking to potentially steal on this one. I think it would be very, miraculous if they were able to do it. Not able to do it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Nongshim, yeah, they did their ball this way.
Oh, the Leaping Savior, but the Dream Roam, he's not able to get away, and Nev is starting to do some serious work on this Mickey.
Yes, Bridge Charge being built here for the side of Vesakha's ball as well means that he's kind of engages onto this back line just to get him stunned, locked into place. It's going to be something that Nongshim have to consider when they don't know where Ball is.
They got to be a little bit aware, right?
Yeah.
They just can't be grouped up until you know where Ball is, because he can catch you out, turn the team fight on its head, and this is what happens, and you're down 3-1 now.
3-1 in terms of the kills, and the gold lead is quite exponential at this point of the game, right? 1.6k gold lead is definitely going to kind of bring the flavor that you need, especially onto picks like Monkey here with the Blazing Cape, kind of mitigate any kind of healing that comes through. But we haven't really been seeing that devastating combo of the Isuya as well as the Marco Polo with the damage reduction from the Isuya.
Yeah, not yet. I mean, Haku right now still farming in his own jungle, looking to just, taking from the different lanes, right? They're trying to be greedy, letting them get going a little bit faster to kind of catch back up, because Vesakha right now, they've got a sizable lead.
A big sizable lead here from the side of Vesakha Esports right now. But I mean, Haku is just trying to get a little bit of that pressure back into his own ball game here, taking away that the fire beach.
Yeah, they'll take that one out. And now if we're looking in the mid lane here, Vesakha, again, just changing gears. They want to understand that the Azure Golem is going to be the next target here. Nev is still up in front. It's going to come back to Smite. It looks like Haku will commit it. Does get it.
Haku, actually...
Oh, no, sorry, Nev is.
Yeah, Nev gets that one. So taking away the Azure Golem here is definitely a little bit of the same story from last game, right? Like, yes, it's not as straightforward going off from a pay, but still... That's resources your enemy's stealing away from you.
Yeah, taking away everything at this point. Kyung9 on this one. The Umbrosa is going to be an interesting one. I don't know if we've seen him on the Umbrosa.
I don't think so either.
I don't remember seeing him.
No. Not at all, but I mean, he's definitely nothing really shining out just yet, right? Obviously, we can potentially see as we get into more sort of like team fights orientated for the side of Vesakha Esports and Nongshim that then we see Kyung9 just looking for those split pushes, right?
Yeah. And I mean, it looks like they're going to decide to go. The board has been set up. They've got locked into 3. The Fatal Frenzy just keeping them up, but the box is slowing them down. And here comes the Dream Roam. The Unbridled Outburst. Faye looking to turn this around. John Young is a little bit low, but here comes the Razor Cavalry. He's under tower, pushing them around. Siri has to Fever Barrage just to safety, but Faye's getting a bit low, but Fall has already been killed. Haku now being focused in. It looks like he's going to go down. Nev is doing some serious work, but 4 members down from Vesakha. Nongshim now, it looks like they want to trade. They have 2 members from Nongshim, and they're not able to get Nev at this point.
Not able to get Nev at this point, and they don't have the mini wave crashing through into the turret just yet, so they might just go and trade this T1 for the life of Nev. But a 4-3 trade overall here from the side of Nongshim RedForce is definitely what they wanted after that early game.
If you wanted to see 2 teams really want this game, this is it, right? And just break that one down, DJ Blam.
Well, I mean, it's rightfully so though, right? This is like not tournament life on the line, but it is the potential that you get taken down into the lower brackets, which is then when your tournament life gets threatened. Yeah.
I mean, like Ball doing some serious work on that one. I mean, he just his ability to just move people around the map does some serious work, and they turn this around. But Nev is tanky enough to deal with these squishies at this stage. So again, Vesakha not the worst, but again, they're just looking to fight at this stage.
Looking to fight, just looking to kind of just get by, which in Honor of Kings isn't always going to be the means of a victory in the game. I mean, yes, getting by might be able to kind of just limit the amount of times you die and limit the amount of gold you give over to the enemy team, but it's all about the enemy team brewed up for that moment.
Look at how Nev actually has a 2k lead over Haku. Just been completely turned it around. He's 4-0-2, picking up the Tyrants. If there's ever a player that's like, hey, I want this game, Nev is the moment. And they find Raven. They get the pick, but Dream Roll from Nev gets the return kill. Haku's going to be killed as well. They have the box, and Siri needs to be a little bit careful. He's going to get gone on. Nev gets the kill. Faye Leaping Saviors back to safety. Illusion is there, but he gets pushed under the tower. Ball making moves.
Beautiful. Putting the ball into the back of the net there. It was going to be Ball just pushing Illusion into that T1, getting that kill over here, but now Kyung9 with a bit of a that'll just tip for tap.
Kyung9 has to use a Fatal Frenzy just to stay alive. Nev has been such a nuisance. Ball is as well. These guys are balling.
They are balling indeed, right? You have to add another L and an I and an N onto the side of Ball, but he is definitely putting his name on the staple Guan Yu pick.
What a great game thus far, but can they close it out? Again, this is all space for Raven, who has been focused quite a bit. He's died twice already, which is not great, but the rest of Vesakha really picking up the slack.
They are picking up the slack. Neb's on like, what, 6-0-4 KDA right now onto the Monkey. Really being the carry and the front line his team needs in this game number 4.
Yeah, what a great game by Nev. I mean, if there's ever a player that's like, hey, I got this game, we're going to go to a game 5, this is the one, because he's created so much havoc for Nongshim. They really don't have any answers.
No answers at all at this moment in time, but I mean, it looked like that for the last game, right, where Nongshim looked like they were pretty much back towards the ropes, but we can't count them out. They have got some kind of level 10-minute mark activation.
Yeah, and it's really come back to Siri, who's been quiet, right? He's stayed alive. He hasn't really done too much on that one. But now the Fatal Frenzy, the heroic charge. Oh, it's pushed around. KIC9. Doesn't matter how many lives you have, you're going to be killed on that one. The Unbridled Offers, but they've got the Overlord, and that's going to be huge for them. But now Vesakha with that kill, they did trade away the Overlord, though.
Trade away the Overlord, trade away the Unbridled Outburst, but that was a nice play, though, by the side of Nongshim's Faye, right? Obviously, just using the Unbridled Outburst, cancelling out the Dream Roam, and enabling no steal there, but into the top side of the map. Haku doing a lot of damage onto Bal, just making him force away. Where's he going to drop this Vanguard? Obviously, into one of these lanes that currently being pushed, or maybe they put it in his top side and just allow Siri just to keep bombing up.
Yeah, I think you're going to see exactly how the enemy team is moving before you really want to commit it. You can be a little strategic with this, as you can place it where you want. But like, let's talk a little bit about Siri. He's actually 500 gold behind Raven, and he's died a single time. But this is the thing where, you know, in the last game, they won because Siri was, again, off the map. He was farming, and he was able to like overcome. But now he's actually behind, not the same situation.
Not the same situation. You can kind of see this going for a little bit more of a playmaking potential, right? Obviously, you get the Frigid Charge being that 4th item onto the itemization. Looking to build that Daybreaker as well. He's looking for damage.
We'll definitely look for damage. It looks like the Shadow Vanguard is going to be in the top lane, so that's going to be the push. But this KIC9 033, a little underwhelming in that sense, hasn't really been able to kind of pop off because Vesakha is just so tanky, and they're like pushing him in a bad spot, which is just like not been great for him just overall.
Exactly. I mean, there's a lot of CC onto the enemy team, right? Like, if you try and dive in with that second skill of the Umbrosa, you're just going to get stopped into your place, locked down, and she doesn't have the biggest health bar at this moment in time.
Yeah, but it's not about the size, it's about the motion of the ocean. I don't know what that means. But it looks like Nongshim here are going to look to kind of push with the Shadow Vanguard. They're going to put a little bit of pressure on, but more than anything else, they want the buffs if they're able to take them out. And it looks like the cooldowns are not on time.
Yeah, I mean, with nothing else onto the Gorge right now, obviously taking away those little camps is definitely going to make Vesakha Esports be like, right, okay, this definitely going for our gold lead here.
Yeah, it's all about that gold lead. I mean, there's a 2K Ball looking around, finds the Razor Cavalry. Here's that board, that 1-2 combination, and the Old Man Illusion is going to be killed. Haku getting thrown around. He's just trying to dash away if he's going to be pounced, but Ball is on the horse. He's looking to cut off the angle of retreat. Haku's looking to go down. No chance to get away from Raven.
No chance in heck for the side of Nongshim Esports. Nongshim RedForce as they get the takedown top side of the map, but it's also going to be Illusion that gets taken down as well. But this is the beauty of KIC9 onto the Umbrosa, right? If your team's fighting, split push.
Yeah, you got to take advantage of it. I mean, that's the only way you can get by a little bit of space. Yeah, you take the bottom T2, that's going to be great, but I mean, this is the moment where the T3s are now under siege. This is not great. The top T3 going down so quickly. The Umbrella Offer is now going to be used, but at what cost? And now KIC9 on the back. The Fatal Frenzy trying to go for Raven, but he's in a bad spot. KIC9 has been killed. Ball, hunting, praying for it. Wants to go for Faye. Not able to find the right angle.
Not able to find the right angle, but obviously the team, the boys are back in red as well. Obviously clearing out that top side of the map. Making sure they don't lose another high ground trip, but they do lose that T2 into the mid lane here.
Yeah, this mid T3 is now going to be under siege. Vesakha has been in full control with these minions just taking it down. The amount of damage they have, Raven just whittling it down so quickly.
Very quickly here onto the side of Vesakha Esports. Raven's now online, right? And the good thing about that Lady Sun, that rolling raid, you don't have to be anywhere near the turret, and you can just chip away at that health. And you know for a fact, that health's not going to recover.
Yeah, it's not going to recover whatsoever. And so now they're going to take the Overlord. Nongshim all hands on deck in terms of the defense. No space, no time. And now with Vanguards looking to come in, it's going to be even tougher.
Even tougher for the side of Nongshim RedForce, definitely here. But to be honest, Vesakha, they've definitely put the pressure on, right? Like, they've learned from that last game where they put the pressure on in the early game and just kind of let it just flitter away from them.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing they learned was, like, let Nev cook. Yeah. They've got the board, they've gotten him in a bad spot. KIC2025 is still up in front with the Fatal Frenzy, not able to find Gen mid. He gets picked off yet again. The Stampede is going to be there, but it looks like Haku and KIC2025, I mean, Siri's already been killed on this one. All the damage has been taken out. Vesakha making quick work of the entire team. Faye is the last man standing, and it looks like Vesakha, off the triple off of Raven, will march down mid lane, and Vesakha will even the series, and we're going to yet another game number 5.
Yes, and the Dream Road there, a bit of a flex from Nev. He's just like, you know what, I can take all the damage, they're not going to come back, we're going to get the crystal, we're going to get game 4. We're going to game 5, ladies and gentlemen.
If we're looking at that game, I mean, it just seemed like Vesakha had all of the answers to this test. Nev was on point with that.